Relaxing is a lost art. We always try to relax, but we can never fully do it. I really think that learning to relax is the key to unlock your creativity, your authenticity, and at a deeper level, really unlock your true power as a human being. Hustle culture and constant productivity is glorified today. While it's great to be productive, we need to focus on recovery just as much. We can push ourselves, but we need to learn how to relax and to recover to push ourselves again. It's like in fitness, you aren't actually building the muscle when you're lifting weights. You're breaking the muscle down. Then on your rest days, that's when the muscle is repaired and rebuilt. If you were to look at a graph of growth, you would see little cycles of pushing and recovery while going on the upward trend of growth. You are increasing in the long run, but there are little cycles of pushing and recovery as you go up. If we push ourselves too much without relaxing, we get burnt out, and then that productivity becomes counterproductive. I could talk about the basic things like spending time in nature or getting involved in a hobby to relax, but you know how you'll be on vacation and you're still not relaxing. You have a weekend to relax, to take time off from your job, but you know when Sunday night comes around, you're still not feeling rejuvenated. The problem is when we think we're relaxing, we're actually not relaxing at all because our brain is way too overstimulated. Thinking and processing requires energy, and if the mind isn't calm, we're not fully in recovery mode. So, a quick tip to start off, turn your phone off. Can you honestly sit there for 10 minutes without looking for your phone while doing nothing? Can you go to dinner with someone and keep your phone in the car and be fully present with that person? Can you turn your phone off 30 minutes before bed? How long can you go without stimulation? I'll say right off the bat, like 80% of your inability to relax is based on that little device in your pocket. You wake up and reach for the phone right away. How could your mind be at peace when you're bombarding yourself with like 100 different ideas in the span of 5 minutes? Great start to the morning. Often we are overloaded with outside that we can't even hear ourselves think. So that's one thing that will help. But how can we actually physically relax ourselves? I've been working on this for a while, and once you get the hang of it, it's extremely powerful. So it's pretty impossible to force your mind to relax. We know that when we do this, we get even more stressed because when you try to push something down, it comes up even louder. This might be counterintuitive, but learning how to relax your body first is the key to relaxing your mind. Learn how to actually relax your body. Your mind actually follows what your body is doing. I'm going to play a clip by Tony Robbins, and in it, he explains this really well. He explains this in terms of learning how to be more assertive, but it works the same way with relaxation.
I've always taught people that if you want to change your mind or your emotion, the fastest way is a radical change in your body. I've taught for decades that trying to do that in your head to be more assertive, it's hard because your brain's like, oh yeah, but what if this, what if that, and who am I to do this? And the mind plays these games. If you see someone who's depressed, without me telling you anything, you could tell me that person has a physiology to them, a way of using their body. What's their posture like? Slumped. Where's their head? Down. Are they breathing full or shallow? You know shallow. Do they talk really loud and fast? Or more quiet and more hesitant? In order for us to feel any emotion, anger, frustration, uncertainty, excitement, we have to use our body a certain way. Emotion comes from motion. So most of us have habits of using our body, our breath, our movement, our facial muscles. We have 80 different muscles in our face, 80. For most people, this is the largest area of unemployment in the country. If you want to change your life and you want to be more assertive, get around more assertive people and model them. Take on their posture, move. It seems artificial and bull. Stand with your hands on your hips, standing straight up. If you stand that way for 2 minutes, like Superman, Wonder Woman, within 2 minutes, the testosterone in you, male or female, increases an average of 20%. And the cortisol, which is the stress hormone that stresses you out, drops 15% in 2 minutes. And all you're doing is standing like this, and you're 1/3 more likely to take action, be more assertive, do something you normally wouldn't do.
And to add on to what Tony said, simply just smiling can completely change your mental state. Try it. So, what are the bodily signals that you are stressed? Your breathing is fast and shallow. When this happens, your brain is getting less oxygen, and then this further signals to yourself the need to be even more anxious because you're literally not getting enough air. You can find out a lot about someone just by analyzing how they breathe. You'll find that when you're stressed or anxious, your muscles tense up, your posture is more restricted and stiff, and your heart rate increases. So when you find yourself being stressed or anxious, slow your breathing down and breathe deep. Work on consciously relaxing all the muscles in your body. Try it right now. Can you focus on your jaw and completely relax it? Unclench it? Can you let go of all the tension in your shoulders, in your neck? Can you just let your arms dangle? Can you focus on a random muscle in your body and just let go of all the tension in it? Can you essentially just turn your whole body into dead weight? Practice doing this until you can relax your entire body on command. Tension is really trapped energy in the body. That's why I'd also recommend stretching or increasing your joint mobility or really just moving to get all that stuck energy out. Now, the key is in that stressful moment, the moment you feel anxiety. Like, let's say you're stressing over something you have to do tomorrow or you have something big coming up next week. The key is to actually notice when you are stressed because a lot of the times we don't consciously notice it. We just get caught up in that spiral of anxiety and then get carried away with it. If you notice it, then you can actively relax your body and slow your breathing down and bring your focus back into the present moment. If your focus is fully in the present moment, you can't be stressed about something that's going to happen in the future. Like if you are sad, for example, let's say you just got your heart broken and you are consumed in that sadness. Then you go off to work or school and then you get into the flow of doing something else that distracts you from your sadness. You forget about it for a second. We're training ourselves to do that with our focus on command. The more you train yourself, the quicker you can control your mental state and bring yourself back to a state of relaxation. Make this a habit. We start by actively controlling our body and then it affects our headspace. Relaxation is really our natural state. We operate more expansively when we are relaxed. Being filled with stress or anxiety or fear is not us. We're bringing situations or even possible scenarios that might exist in the future but probably won't when it comes to anxiety or fear into the present moment, where really only right now exists. We are physically in one place, but our brain can be 20 different places at one time. We're constantly projecting into the future or stuck in the past. But what if we could keep our awareness on what is going on right now? With the knowledge that everything will work out regardless if I stress over it or not. The moment right now is all we should be focusing on because right now is creating the future. Actions we take now have a ripple effect into the future. And that is a perfect segue into let go of the control of how things will work out. We are always so attached to something working out a specific way that we had planned in our head. Then when it doesn't work out, we're unfulfilled. When you let go of the attachment to how something will work out, you literally start to free yourself and you'll become weightless. You have an intention for where you want to go and you're putting in the work to get to that goal, but you're letting go of how the goal will end up being fulfilled. You let the details work themselves out and you're not forcing an outcome. There's a Chinese term, a very wise term known as Wu Wei, which means non-doing or effortless action. Adopting this allows you to start flowing and letting go of the resistance that you create in your life. And I explained it like this instead of talking about meditation specifically because in meditation, it's almost like you're forcing your mind to quiet. You're forcing your focus to come back to the present moment. Knowing that your body can affect your thinking and also letting go of the control of how things will work out, the fears and anxieties wither away. You can release them. So boom, I feel stressed. I realize it, I slow down my breathing, I relax and let go of the tension of every muscle in my body, and then I let all the thoughts that chatter in my head just wash away, and I return to this state of being quiet and fully present in the moment. Everyone and their mother today is overstimulated, and I'd like to be the force that pushes in the opposite direction and teaches us how to relax again, because we're aging ourselves when we're not relaxed. We're burning ourselves out. And so I hope that you take what I talked about in this video and apply it to your life. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, comment with any feedback, and subscribe to support the channel. Peace.